So hello everybody out in YouTube land, Tim at Carolina Outdoors. So we're going to be trying to do a scalloped potato side dish. I hadn't thrown a cooking video out there lately, so this is, I know it's probably been redone, but I'm going to put my own little twist on it. There are many other videos like this, but I'm going to be doing a few things different, and hopefully we can get it put together. I just don't, I'm not a really big fan of scalloped potatoes because it's like the potatoes never really get done enough, but we're going to be trying to cook these all the way through in a cast iron Dutch oven. But we're not going to be having it in the yard or anything. I am going to put it in an oven, but... Oh, good Lord. Look here. What are you doing in here, Henny Pennies? I had to come check it out. So, all right, so let's get this started, and we'll get back at you in a second. So, you can't be in the South without cooking with everybody's favorite ingredient. Right here. So this is what we're going to start with. Some applewood smoked bacon. Don't get any better than that. What's that you say? You can't smell it. Too far away? There you go. Go get on in here and get you a whiff of that. My dad used to say when he saw something good, he said, "Ooh, honey hush." So yeah, if you guys remember, it was last year sometime I did the Southwest baked beans, and we had put the bacon in there too, and so this is kind of the same thing. Don't cook this crispy because this is going into your potatoes and back into the oven. So, you know, I'm not telling you what to do, but this is the way I'm doing it, because I think it just turns out a little better. I mean, cook it done, but just don't crisp it. Alright guys, so we finished frying the bacon, and what you'll want to do, or I'm doing it, is make sure you get all of your excess oils and stuff off your bacon right here. That way you don't want that going in to your dish that's already going to have a lot of oils and stuff, like with your cheeses and stuff like that. So I think it's best if you just get every bit of the excess oil that you can. I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time on it, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is not rocket science, guys. You just get in there and just start just chopping away this, and you can make this as fine or coarse as you want to. I think that right there will be fine. And once we get this done, we're just going to set it to the side. See the little crumbles like that. We'll set it to the side, and then we'll start, you know, in the other processes. So let me get this chopped up and we'll carry on. All right guys, so we're just now finishing up this bacon chopping here, and so yeah, as you can see, I mean, that's about, it's nothing rocket science here. So we're just going to set this to the side and carry on. Okay, so we're coming up on probably, I would say, the most difficult part to me because what we have here is 3.5 cups of milk. I'm using 2%, but you can use whole or whatever you have. Also, we're going to put this 3 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter in here. And we're using Kerrygold just because it's so good. But use whatever you have. And this is a little tip I thought I'd, just here in the moment, thought I'd throw out there, that I measured out right here in the cup 3.5 cups of milk. But if you look right here, in a half of a gallon, if you're not really sure and you have a half a gallon, it's half of a half gallon. It's 3.5 cups. So just a little tip I keep under your hat. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on low heat. And what we're going to be doing is adding in flour to make a slurry of this. And from what I'm told, it's best if you use like a sifter so it doesn't get all clumped up. But I have done it both ways with my fingers or sifters or whatever. But this time I'm just using the sifter. Hopefully it'll just kind of go smooth. But you can't scorch this milk, guys. It has to be on that really low heat. And you have to put this flour in here and whisk it and stuff until you get that little slurry going. And once I get to that point, I'll show you what it's supposed to look like, or what I think it's supposed to look like. And then we'll add in our last ingredient. So, yeah, hopefully this goes well. Okay, guys, so this is the consistency of your flour and milk that you're looking for, almost like a waffle batter or something like that. So yeah, it's really important or critical that you keep stirring this stuff up and sifting the flour in. And so the last ingredient in it is French onion dip. This is called Hell of a Good Dip. And for this recipe, if I remember correctly, it calls for 16 ounces. And that does come in one tub. However, at my grocery store, sorry guys, this pollen and stuff around here is killing me. But anyway, they actually had the two 12 ounce, I think that's right, yeah, 12 ounce. They were on sale. So I'll use one of these and a little bit more than half of this, and the rest I'll just eat with chips or something, because this is really good stuff. I've seen the Dean's and the other brands too, but if you can find this and you like a chip dip, or I'll even eat cauliflower or broccoli with this stuff. I mean, this stuff's really good. So we're going to put this little tub right here. I'm going to put that there. And we're going to use a little bit more than half. That should be good. And while this is still not really hot, but it's warm enough to melt this, we'll go ahead and mix all of this together. And like I said, I think this is the hardest part. So yeah, we'll get this stirred together and we'll get right back at it. All right, so guys, I don't know if I mentioned or not, you know, when I was talking about people not getting these potatoes done as one of the main reasons that I didn't really care for the scalloped potatoes. But what I did was I didn't cut them as thick as what most people do. I cut mine less than 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch, just a little bit bigger. But so I've got these potatoes layered in here, and as I had shown you a little earlier, now I'm going to put this in a Dutch oven. It's going in the oven, but I put aluminum foil in it, some heavy duty. I think it just makes a lot easier clean up and cast iron. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. But you're really going to have to scrub this stuff out and re-season this cast iron if you don't use that foil. And which I'll probably re-season this anyway, just because, I mean, I do it out of habit. But yeah, as long as you don't puncture a hole through this, I mean, you should be fine. So on the first layer of potatoes here, we're going to go with this mixture of the flour and the French onion dip. And we're going to cover this bottom layer with potatoes. Of potatoes, I'm sorry. Just cover them up. Like so. Okay, now here is our bacon. Everybody's Southern secret recipe. This is what is going to make it good, guys. Sprinkle it in there. It's going to make it interesting. Make it pop. Now, I want to use some sharp cheddar cheese. Put it in here like this. And I don't know if you can actually get too crazy with cheese. I love me some cheese. So next, we're going to have some Parmesan. Sprinkle that in there. And just because I had it left over from, I think I was cooking some macaroni and cheese with it, macaroni and cheese bake. This is a triple cheddar creamy mix. It's got Philadelphia cream cheese in it. So we're gonna throw some of this in here too. Okay, guys, that's really all it is to it. And for the second layer, you just repeat what we just did, and you put it into the oven for about 400 degrees, and I'm going to call it an hour because I want those potatoes really done. You can check it at 45 minutes, and if you can stick a knife and stuff through there and you can't feel any resistance through those potatoes, I would say it's good to go. But I'm going to do mine for 400 degrees for an hour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with another piece of aluminum foil. And about the last 5 minutes, I'm going to take the foil off so all of the cheese and stuff can brown over the top. And maybe even the last 2 minutes, I may even throw that broiler on there and toast that cheese over across the top and get that stuff really popping. But that's up to you. I mean, but yeah, we'll finish this, and I may even have a little bit left over. I can make my good friend Doc and Daryl and them some of this. And if I don't, which I'm pretty sure I do, but yeah, I think they'll get some of this too. So yeah, let's finish this up and get it in the oven.